to the court. I will say it one more time. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves. Turn your camera on if it is off. You are free to turn your camera back off after that, and then announce yourself to the court. Because from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or that you're not answering the docket. And at some point, defense attorneys, if your client never zooms in this morning, I do issue FTAs. That stands for failure to appear. A warrant will issue for your client. So we will begin. This is Friday, July 21st, 2023, County Court 12.
Right here, so we don't do this.
All of the 9 o'clock docket. And we'll start with Sean Patrick Cormie. Sean Patrick Cormie. That a Jill?
Yes, so he's here.
He's here. Okay, thank you. Kevin Romero. Kevin Romero. Carlos Oleda. Carlos Rios Oleda. Nicholas Hughes. Nicholas Dominic Hughes.
It should be logged in, Your Honor. That's going to be a plea.
Okay. Nicholas, don't wave your hand. Just announce to the court that you're here.
Here.
Yeah. Look, guys, sometimes this docket can get up to 50 or 60 people. So I cannot see every block. So please follow the instructions and say, announce yourself so that I'll hear you, okay? And with your camera on, because I don't want to inadvertently issue a warrant for someone that was sitting on the docket, except for just the fact they didn't follow the instructions and announce themselves when I call your name, okay? At the end of the day, like I said, the clerks issue FTAs for everyone that we do not check in. So please follow the instructions of having your camera on and announce yourself to the court, okay? So we'll continue. Nicholas, I got you checked in now. Rafael Anzuris. Rafael Anzuris.
Judge, he's my client. I didn't think he was set for today, and I think he's just being released out of custody.
He's been released out of custody?
Yeah, because I represent him on the felony, and I believe he picked up 2 new misdemeanors, and I think he posted bond. I recognized him on the docket from yesterday.
Okay.
Your Honor, that's that bond modification, Your Honor.
Okay, we can talk. We'll go into a breakout room after I finish calling.
Yeah, no, that's fine, Judge. I just want to make sure, you know.
Well, I'll take it up after the docket. Okay. Elijah Hernandez. Elijah Hernandez. Lorena Mendoza. Lorena Marie Mendoza. Josabel Timms. Josabel Timms. Elias Aguilar. Elias Deshaun Aguilar. Antonio Martinez Vasquez. Antonio Martinez Vasquez.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Richard Wright Blair. Richard Wright Blair.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Victoria Ramirez Martinez. Victoria Ramirez Martinez.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Daryl Stonewall. Daryl Stonewall. Frank Valdivia. Frank Valdivia. Andrew Gerard Oliveras. Andrew Gerard Oliveras. Jermaine Carson. Jermaine Carson. Juan.
Yeah, I'm here.
Jermaine Carson, turn your camera on so I can see you. Jermaine Carson, turn your camera on so that I may see you. Juan Miguel Alleman. Juan Miguel Alleman. Thank you, sir.
Present, Judge.
Larry Stephen Guzman. Larry Stephen Guzman. Amberlyn Lily Gianni. Amberlyn Gianni.
I'm here as Gianni, Judge.
Thank you. Got you checked in, ma'am. Christina Mitchell. Christina Danielle Mitchell.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Victor Mendez Aguilar. Victor Mendez Aguilar.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Andrew Robert Crane. Andrew Robert Crane.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Albert Tello. Albert Tello. Tello. Devontae Carr,
I'm here, Your Honor.
thank you, sir. DeAndre Cannon, DeAndre Michael Cannon. Did DeAndre say here?
Here.
Your volume is very low, sir. Thank you, got you checked in. Justin Andrew Hernandez, Justin Andrew Hernandez. Is that you, Justin Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you gotta announce yourself, sir. You don't want a warrant. Joseph Gomez, Michael Anthony Aldape,
I'm here.
Here, Your Honor. I'm sorry. Hello?
Michael, I see you. Thank you. I got you checked in. Jose Alfredo Reyes.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Sheila Mojica Home. Libya Jeanette Muriel.
I guess I can't do it with this one.
Libya Morel.
Present, Your Honor.
Did she answer? Libya, say it one more time.
Yes,
Sir.
present, Your Honor.
Thank you. Got you checked in. Just waiting for see if your screen would turn green. Sergio Alvarez Garcia. Nelson Sanchez Rios. Ringney Minna. Sydney Don Ball. Wendy Rodriguez Marin.
Honor,
Did she answer?
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Do you see it, Booker? Let's see your screen.
Yes, Judge. Ma'am, can you fix your camera?
I'm trying to get it to work. I'm so sorry. Is it okay if I get off and then join again to see if it'll actually register?
Yeah. Do that, Wendy. I'll go back through the docket one more
All right,
time.
thank you.
I'll circle back around to you. Raimundo Pettis.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, Raimundo. Got you checked in. Ronnie Junior Duran.
Present.
Antonio Pettis.
He's in the hallway, Jeff, they do not have Zoom.
Okay. Okay, in the hall, Booker. I'll call it again. Adam Vanel Simeon. Tyree Ranford. Grant Roanhouse.
Here, Your Honor. It's pronounced Roan Horse.
Oh, sorry, horse. Thank you. Got you checked in. Robert Gronlier. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Robert Gronlier.
Here, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge, he's present. Attorney Rob Ambrosino here for him. He has an unindicted felony pending.
Okay. Robert, I need to see you in the camera. I do not see you.
Can you hear me? Or you just?
No, I can hear you. I cannot see you. Can you turn your camera on? There you are. Thank you.
I think he had it on a second ago.
Thank you, Counselor. Let's see. Esau Lopez Martinez.
Presente, señora juez.
Okay. Is that okay? Sabas Tobar.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Ramiro Lopez. Wilbert Garcia.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Adam Garcia.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you. Got you checked in. Omen Vasquez Izagir. Vangela Fuentes. And Booker, what is this name? Rainy Martinez?
Yes, Judge.
That's
Raina?
my client, Your Honor, Rihanna Martinez.
Rihanna Martinez. So
Yes,
is Rihanna
ma'am.
Martinez here?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am,
present. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Counselor. Got
We're
it checked.
present. I think the only thing I'm ready, I'm sorry. I'm pending is the discovery acknowledgement from the state, but I think I've already signed my part of the paperwork.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna go back through this list one more time for the ones that are joining late, but first I'm going to give some instructions on how the morning is going to roll out. So defense attorneys that need a reset, the court will give you a reset. I do, however, require that you talk to one of the two ADAs on the Zoom. That would be Alexis or Anthony. Even if you have talked to them last court setting and you have not changed your mind, you still want the exact same thing, I am still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. Even if you just got hired last night or last week or last month, I'm still requiring that you talk to one of the ADs, two ADAs. Even if there is a felony pending along with this County Court 12 case, I am still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. I see no downside to communication, guys. I know that I am over here trying to move my docket. And I know that you defense attorneys are trying to bring closure to your clients' cases so they can get back to their normal lives. And we cannot do that without communication. So defense attorneys, just please take a few moments to go into one of the breakout rooms to get on the same page about the status of the setting this morning. Now, defense attorneys, if you have talked to one of the two ADAs within the last 2, 3, even up to 5 days ago, and that talk, that chat, that call, that email was about this setting this morning, I'll take that as a confer. I really do highly recommend that's what you guys would do. So when you get on the Zoom, confer it in advance. If you need to release your client very quickly, you can just say, I've already conferred, Judge, and I can give your client a reset and release your client quickly if that's what you guys want, but we're here now. So the defense attorneys, please send chats to Booker. Booker is going to line you guys up in order of how he receives those chats to go into the breakout rooms. It is 9:13 now. Usually about 10 o'clock, we're more than 75% done with this docket. I say this to say we try to move things along quickly in County Court 12. So when Booker puts you guys, defense attorneys, in those breakout rooms, please do not pop out of the breakout rooms to say no one has come to see me in the breakout room. Just exercising a little patience, guys. Someone will be there quickly to talk with you about the matter of the setting this morning, okay? All right, so now back to the docket. Gonna go through the docket one more time. Remember, I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. Defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves. Turn your camera on because you are in court. I do need to see you. I am not checking you in if I'm not seeing you. You are in court. And then announce yourself to the court because from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or that you're not answering the docket. And at some point, defense attorneys, if your client never zooms in this morning, I do issue FTAs. That stands for failure to appear. A warrant will issue for your client. So we will begin again. Remember, this will be for the ones that did not answer at the 9 o'clock docket call. If you answered already, you are okay. I will not call you again. All right. You have a check by your name. So starting again, Kevin Romero. Is Kevin Romero
Present.
Thank you, sir. Got you there now. Carlos Olady, Carlos Rios Olade. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Can
Carlos,
you come again for me?
huh? That's a jail case. Okay.
Present.
Carlos answer. Okay, Carlos, got you.
Not letting me.
Okay. Raphael Anzuris. Raphael Anzuris.
That's the one.
Eli-
That's the one about the bond conditions.
Okay,
Judge.
yeah, that's the
I
one.
believe
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
in custody.
We'll take that
He's
up.
about to be released.
Elijah Hernandez. Elijah Hernandez. Lorena Marie Mendoza. Lorena Marie Mendoza.
Present, Judge. Present.
Thank you. Thank you. Got you checked in, Lorena. Josabel Timms. Josabel Timms. Josabel on mental health team. Someone contact Josabel. Elias Deshaun Aguilar. Elias Deshaun Aguilar. Booker, could you meet everyone?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Daryl Stonewall. Daryl Stonewall. Frank Valdivia. Frank Valdivia. Andrew Gerard Olivares. Andrew Gerard Olivares. Jermaine Carson.
Judge, he's the one that popped in, his Zoom keeps on going out, he's here.
Jermaine Carson, are you still on the Zoom?
You disconnected me.
Okay. Larry Steven Guzman. Larry Steven Guzman.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, Larry. Got you checked in now. Albert Tello. Albert Tello. Joseph Gomez. Joseph Gomez.
Here, Your Honor. Here, Your Honor.
Joseph,
Can you
got
hear me?
checked- I hear you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Got you checked in now. Sheila Home. Sheila Mojica Home. Sergio Garcia. Sergio Alvarez Garcia. Nelson Sanchez Rios. Ringney Mena. Ringney Barnaby.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, present.
Got you checked in now. Sydney Don Ball. Sydney Don Ball. Wendy Rodriguez Marin. Wendy Rodriguez Marin. Did she get her camera? There she is. Thank you, Wendy. Got you checked in now. Ronnie Duran. Ronnie Jr. Duran.
Present.
Sir, could you put your face in the camera so that I can see you? A little bit higher. Thank you. There you go. You need to get some clothes on. You're in court, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Adam Simeon. Adam Donald Simeon.
I'm just thinking of the jail case.
Oh, jail case, okay. Tyree Ranford. Tyree Ranford. Ramiro Lopez. Ramiro Lopez. Let's see. Omen Vasquez is Izaga. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Omen Vasquez. And Vangela Fuentes. Vangela Fuentes. All right. I've now gone through the docket twice. Are there any individuals who are on this docket and you did not hear your name called at all? Either time that I called, you did not hear your name called at all.
I did it.
Okay. Jail cases, you guys are fine. Okay. Booker has you guys checked in.
Thank you.
The jail cases, you guys are okay. Is there anyone else that you think you're in the right place and you did not hear your name called at all this morning?
Your Honor, you called my name, Sheila Mojica. My microphone was having issues at the time.
Okay, thank you, Sheila. I got you checked in now. Anyone else? Anyone else? Did not hear their name called at all. All right, okay. All right. Before we move to this morning with other court matters, I'm going to give a few housekeeping rules for County Court 12. First rule being, Booker, could you please mute everyone? Thank you. The first rule being defense attorneys that are moving forward with a plea this morning, remember 2 sets of paperwork. 1 set comes from the court, the other set comes from the district attorney's office. If you are not sure if your client has done all of the paperwork, please get with Booker. He can put you in a breakout room with your client and you can go over these matters. I just do not want anyone to sit on the Zoom for an hour or so. And when I finally called the case, we discovered that none of the paperwork or only part of the paperwork has been done. 2 sets of paperwork. Also, defense attorneys, when moving forward with the plea, remember, please ask your client this one question. Are they a resident of Bexar County? I realize that San Antonio is a very touristy city. We do get a lot of outsiders, but if you're doing a plea with your client and that paperwork has been sent over to the probation department and they do not know that your client is not a resident, we don't know that your client is not a resident of Bexar County, your client is going to get an automatic violation. A warrant will issue. It's an easy solution. Just let someone know, your attorney, the court, probation. And, you can live where you want to live. This is America. Perhaps you live in another county or even another state. That's okay. We just need to know. And then I can make the decision, should this case be transferred over to wherever you reside, or should I allow you to report to probation by Zoom? Okay, easy solution. Also, defense attorneys, if your client has an MTR on the docket, besides speaking to one of the 2 ADAs, you must also speak to Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the CLO, the probation officer for County Court 12. Of course, because it is an MTR, a motion to revoke probation, I do need the input from the probation department, okay? Also, defense attorneys, if your client has been arrested, just arrested at least twice for DWI, your client's case is going to automatically be sent over to the DWI court. That is a treatment specialty court. I cannot mandate or order anyone into that program, but your client will be given the opportunity to be evaluated. and talk to about what I consider red flags and issues of alcohol usage. Your client will not be able to leave this judiciary able to say no one reached out to him or tried to help them. Again, about what I consider red flags and issues of alcohol usage. Besides presiding over County Court 12, I also preside over the mental health court. That too is a specialty treatment court. If anyone wants their case transferred to that docket, referred over to that docket, just get with Booker. Booker can get that referral process started. It doesn't even have to be that your client has ever been professionally diagnosed with a mental health. If they think they're suffering from bipolar, schizophrenia, severe anxiety, PTSD, depression, that is good enough for us. We will have them professionally seen by a doctor. I do run several dockets of mental health, one of the dockets being the PTD docket. If your client is deemed eligible for that docket, not only does your client's case get dismissed, it gets totally expunged from your client's record at no cost to your client. Just options for everyone. All right, so moving forward, are there any defense attorneys that have already conferred? They just need to give a report to the court. We can give your client a reset and release your client. Any defense attorneys that have already conferred?
Good morning, Your Honor. Mario Moreno.
Go ahead, what you got, Mario?
I have number 47 on the docket, Wilbert Garcia.
Number 47.
They extended an offer for Mr. Garcia today that I would like to review with him in detail. So if I could have a reset for him.
Okay, what you got, Booker, number 47? You're muted.
August 23rd.
August 23rd, okay. Mr. Wilbert Garcia, your case has been reset to August 23rd, so you are free to log off, sir. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mario, do you have any other matters?
Yes, Your Honor, I have, going back up the list, number 10, Antonio Martinez Vasquez.
Okay.
That's going to be set for, that's going to be a plea this morning. I just need, if I could have a breakout room with him.
Okay.
We can finish the paperwork.
Okay, very good. All right, any other matters?
That's it for me this morning, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mario. Thank you. Well, okay, so Booker can put you in a breakout room with your client. All right.
Thank you.
Any other defense attorneys already conferred this morning? Just need to give a court a reset. I mean, to give the court a report. We can give your client a reset.
Yes.
Any other defense attorneys?
Remember, this is Sharon Thorne. I just need to, I'm ready on a plea. My client has signed the paperwork. I've signed the paperwork. So we're ready on a plea on a Nicholas Hughes.
Okay, okay. All the paperwork is in, and Booker for number 4?
Yes, sir.
Everything fine? Okay, I'll pull that file. Thank you, Sharon. I'll sit that one. Is any other defense?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Me as well. But I'm waiting for Mr. Antequera's discovery acknowledgement. It's the only thing I'm waiting on.
Okay. But who's your client, Anita?
My client is Rihanna Martinez, and she's on the Zoom as well.
I remember that name. Oh, she was the add-on, right? The add-on?
Yes,
No.
Your Honor. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
we were there
Okay.
physically yesterday.
Okay, all the paperwork is in on that one. Oh, you're waiting for the
Discovery
the
acknowledgement.
office to send you the acknowledgement. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm trying to chat with Mr. Antequera, but I don't see him on the screen here.
Because he's in the breakout room. So
You
defense
got to
attorney.
email him.
You want me to email him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
So he'll know because he's going to be in those breakout with him and the Alexis. So defense attorneys, if you have not conferred, you're on the screen. Please send Booker that chat so that Booker can put you in a breakout room. What the defense attorneys do is that they just hop to different the attorneys. You guys will be in breakout rooms, and the defense, the ADs will come into the breakout room to talk with you guys. So don't leave those breakout rooms because they're a hopping from breakout room to a breakout room, visiting you guys in those breakout rooms that Booker is putting you in. Okay. All right. All right. So are there any other defense attorneys before I take up the pleas? After I take up the pleas, I will go and talk to the mental health court team for a little while. So
Ashley Morgan's conferred, Judge.
oh, Ashley, who's your client, Ashley?
I have 4 on your docket this morning.
What number is
I
that?
have, the first one is Miss Mural, 703-916.
Okay, that's number 31, Booker. Okay, what you got, Ashley?
She is present in the courtroom. I'm missing videos. The state is gonna make a request for those videos. I'm asking for a reset to get discovery.
Okay, all right. So you talked to the ADAs and they're gonna get the videos to you?
Yes, ma'am, I talked to Ms. Alexis.
Okay, all right. So Booker, what date we got for number 31?
8/25.
8/25. Livia Morel, your court date has been reset to August 25th, so you are free to log off now.
Your Honor.
What else you got, Ashley?
I've got Mr. Rowan House, 707-288.
I said the same thing. He says it's Roan Horse. I called it Roan House too. Number 42. What you got, Booker?
Ashley, what's going on with that case?
On this one, last time I thought we were gonna do a BTC referral. He is now moved out of Bear County. So I just need to reset to relay the offer. Do you want to do the same date, 8/25?
8/25.
Okay, all right. Mr. Grant Lone Horse, your court date has been reset till August 25th, so you are free to log off, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Mr. DeAndre Cannon, 700-475.
DeAndre Cannon. What number is that one, Booker? Cannon. Oh, that's number 25. Okay.
And on this one, I'm missing the breath test records. The state has received them. They're just gonna upload them for me.
Okay.
And then he has to finish one class. I could do the same date for him, 8/25, for a potential plea.
Okay.
I just have to get a class done, or he's gotta get a class done.
Sounds good.
Is that
8/25.
8/25, okay. DeAndre Cannon, your court date has been reset to August 25th, so you are free to log off, sir. August 25th.
And then this one, Judge, is a little bit older, 695-360. I just need like a 2-week reset to go over the offer with him. And
What is the
then,
name of the, what is the name of the client?
Victor Aguilar.
21, Judge.
21, okay. All right, okay. What you got, Booker?
August 7th.
August 7th?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Mr. Aguilar, Victor Mendez Aguilar, your court date has been reset for a plea to August 7th, so you're free to log off, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too. All right, Ashley, do you have any other matters?
That's all. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you, thank you. All right.
Sorry, I couldn't hear my court date.
Oh, your court date is August 25th.
August
August
25th.
25th, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very well. All right. So are there any, before I start taking up pleas, are there any other attorneys that need to just give a report to the court and get a reset, release your client?
Yes, Your Honor, I do. Roberto Ambrosino.
Adam was before him. Go ahead, Adam.
Okay, Adam, go ahead, Adam, and then the next attorney.
Adam Crawshaw.
Yeah, go ahead, Adam.
I have Juan Alamon.
Adam, could you turn your volume up a little bit? You're very low on our end.
Sorry, Judge. This is 684-433.
What's the name of your client?
Juan Alamon.
That's number 17, Judge.
Number 17. Okay, all right. What's your report, Adam?
I got a plea bargain offer from the state, and I'm asking for a reset to 8/25. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, is that a good day?
Yes, Judge, that's fine. 8/25.
Okay, 8/25, okay. Mr. Juan Alaman, your court date has been reset to August 25th, so you are free to log off, sir. Adam?
Thanks, Your Honor. Thanks, Adam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
And I have one other case, and that's
Okay.
696-182,
With the name of the client?
Texas versus Andrew Crane.
Number 22, Judge.
Same
22.
announcement.
Okay, okay. What you got, Booker?
8/25.
8/25, okay. Mr. Andrew Crane, your court date has been reset to August 25th, so you are free to log off, sir.
Thank you, Judge, and thank you, Adam.
Yeah. Adam, do you have any other matters?
No, Judge.
Okay, very well. You're free to log off. Thank you for coming on, taking care.
Everyone, you can sign off as well.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, all right. Was it Robert Ambrose? Robert, were you next?
I believe so, Your Honor. I
Okay.
have only one case. His name is Robert Gronlier. I've conferred with the state. He has a felony pending. The DAs from your court are going to reach out to the felony DAs about making us a global offer for all of his cases.
Okay.
So that will take some time. The felony hasn't been indicted yet. I think they're still waiting for lab results on the felony, which is a controlled substance case.
Okay. Booker, do you know what number
So it might take some time.
43, Judge.
43, okay. Oh, I see. All right, what you got, Booker?
824.
Okay, August 24th, Mr. Gronlier, your court date has been reset to August 24th, so you are free to log off, sir. Counselor, do you have any other matters?
Thank you.
I don't, Your Honor, just on to the
Okay.
next court. Thank you.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
thank you.
Have a good
Thank
weekend.
you. You're free to log off. Thank you too. All right, so there are no other attorneys that have any reports to make. I'm going to take up the pleas now. And so,
There's a John Pettis.
Got
Who?
one more.
oh, John, go ahead, John.
I got 708-805, Mr. Olman Vasquez Izaguirre.
Number
Okay, that's
49,
number
Judge.
49. He did not answer. Is he on now?
I thought I saw him earlier. He's a Spanish speaker judge. I got my paralegal kind of getting him information and translating. I'll make sure he logs on.
Okay.
He may not be as technologically savvy, but I'll make sure he logs in, Judge.
Yes, because he does not want a warrant. I mean, we have a lot of Spanish speakers. They still get on though. Surely he knows his name.
Oh no, it's just communication.
Mr.
On.
So you don't think he knows to come on today? You don't think he knows to get?
I spoke to his employer, who's kind of translated for me a couple of times, and he knew, and he was the one bringing him to court and saying okay, all that.
Okay, so John, we'll just wait till your client comes on and Booker give them a reset. We won't give him a reset until he comes on and shows himself. Okay,
that's fine, Judge.
Okay.
Just on the case,
but you've already conferred, so that's good. So that when he comes on, we can just give him the court date and release him. Okay.
Okay, Judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna get a mitigation package together, but
okay.
I'll make
Very
sure
good.
we can get the reset from Booker.
Okay. Thank you, John. All right.
Thank you.
I mean, you could hop back on later. I'm sure you're visiting other courts, right?
Nope.
Oh, this your only thing. He's looking at him over here bragging about his easy Friday.
I get one at least per year, Judge. I get at least
get a Friday like this once a year. All right, John. Very good, John. So we'll just wait for your client to hop on and then we'll give him a reset and release him. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, so I'm going to take up the pleas. I'm going to take up the pleas right now. I think Sharon's first, and that case was Nicholas.
Judge, I had a quick report.
Who is that? Who's that? Who said
Ryan.
that? Ryan, do you have a quick report of your 10 cases? Can Ryan hear us?
And then reset.
We can't. Ryan, you have some bad reception. I cannot. Can you hear him?
No, I can't.
Okay, Ryan, we cannot hear you. You're breaking up over there.
Yeah, I'll just come into the building.
Okay. Yeah, it's your Wi-Fi, I think. Nicholas Hughes. Okay, what was the other case that was ready for the plea?
That was Anita it should be the first one in the basket for Anita Garza for
okay, so I'll take up that Martina's case after I took up Sharon's case.
yeah, they're
okay. So the Hughes case, I don't see it. It should be very close up front, right?
Which one?
Hughes, number 4.
697-901. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so let me go through it again.
Now I'm gonna instead of putting you in with the state first, since you have a lot of people that are in jail, I'm gonna put you in with your clients to complete paperwork, and then I'll put you in to confer with the state on the rest of your cases. You're muted now. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna put you in with Cormy.
Okay. And we're ready to plea on Kevin Romero as well.
Okay. Let's see if you can get this one done before Judge goes into mental health, so that way we can try to get a bunch done before then.
Okay.
Booker, has this case been filed? This was the Hughes case, number 4. Is it in fact been filed by the AD's office before we move forward with this plea? Check and see.
I know that the DA was supposed to have filed it last week, Your Honor. That's why we reset it.
Okay.
I didn't speak to him today,
Okay.
but I thought he had done it. He was going to file it that day. That's what he told me.
Hopefully he did.
No, Judge, it's not filed.
Curses.
Oh my God.
Okay, so let's, Sharon, hold on and then go into the breakout room with Anthony so that you could talk over this, your case, okay? Because if they can get it filed this morning, we can still do it. We can still do the plea. I mean, it's
I would like to do that, but I
Okay.
also have to get to felony court soon, so,
Okay. So Booker, tell Anthony, that case number 4 on the docket, the attorneys here, Sharon Thorne, she says that you guys were supposed to have filed her client's case last week, and it has not been filed. This is a DWI.
Let me see what's going on with that right now, Judge.
Okay, all right.
Go ahead and send you a follow-up email when I reach out.
Okay, well, we'll take up the Rayanna, Michelle.
Yes, I'm ready, Your Honor.
Okay, so is all the paperwork in on this case, Booker?
Yes, Judge, everything's in on that one.
All right, we'll do it.
Okay, for your. Okay.
Captain.
Okay, Judge, it's showing that we filed it, but for some reason it hasn't made it to the clerk's office yet. I will get that rush filed as soon as I can.
Okay, all right, very good.
And that's on Hughes.
Yeah, that's on Hughes. That's on Hughes.
Judge, how long do you think that will take?
Usually they're very quick about it, right? I mean, Anthony said it's already been filed. The clerks have.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a matter of actually getting it down to the clerk's office and having them input it into the computer. I'm not sure if it'll be done by noon today, but it should be done for sure by next setting.
Oh boy.
by Monday.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Booker, could you bring me some of these out? A couple of these out.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. All right. So let's go ahead and move. You're gonna need to give Sharon a reset. Sharon, we back on Zoom on Monday.
Wow.
Tuesday will be in person if you want to recall it for Monday.
Mondays, yeah, it could be a bad day. I might be in trial. Could we do it Wednesday if I'm not?
Yeah. Wednesday's fine too. Wednesday's fine too.
Wednesday in person? Wednesday in person?
No, we're on Zoom every other day. So Monday starting off Zoom, Tuesday in person, Wednesday Zoom, like that. It's just, it flips every Zoom every other day.
So if you could just let my client know that we're going to do, everything's the same. We just, it should be done by then.
Yeah. So what
Wow.
day is
Okay.
that? What day is Wednesday, Booker? Is that the
26th, Your Honor.
Okay. So Mr. Hughes, you're on the Zoom, Hughes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so we're gonna recall your case for a plea on next Wednesday. The case hasn't been filed yet, unfortunately. Hopefully everything will be done by next Wednesday. You'll be back on the Zoom like this, okay? And we'll give your client, your attorney, the link to the Zoom a day or two before. So just look out for that email. You're free to log off, sir. Please write down Wednesday, 9 o'clock. All right. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, Your Honor. May be excused.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. No, it's okay.
See you Wednesday.
Bye-bye.
Okay, all right. Okay. So they're going to move forward with the Rayanna Martinez case.
Yes, Judge, ready.
Yes, we're ready, Your Honor.
All right. Irene, you ready? Might go through so many. Just leave the whole thing in his book. Just leave it all okay. All right. So at this time, the court calls the case of Rayanna Michelle Martinez, cause number 701179. Would both sides state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Anthony, have to get up for the state.
Anita Perez Garza for the defense.
Good morning, Ms. Martinez. How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you, Your Honor?
I'm doing very well. Are you the same Rayanna Michelle Martinez has been charged with a UCW handgun?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you a U.S. citizen, ma'am?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your client, with your attorney?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in a plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Martinez, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that document?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Did you sign that document?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands her waiver of constitutional right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Ms. Martinez, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Very well. State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. And the terms of the agreement are going to be a $250 fine, court costs, 1 year in the Bexar County Jail, probated for 2 years, a gun safety course, forfeiture of the weapon, and restitution, if any, to Gavin Sturm. That's Gavin, Gavin, Sturm, Sturm. In addition, the state is going to agree to take into consideration cause number 2023 CR 3483. That's unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. If you give me a second, I can tell you which court it's out of the 187th.
That's 2023 CR 3483.
Correct, Judge.
Okay, out of the 187. So that's
Yes, Judge.
Gavin Stern. Okay, so gun safety, forfeiture weapon, and counselors. I always add TAP. I'm altering the plea. So, counselor, if you need to speak with your client about that, I'm okay with that because I'm adding a TAP evaluation.
My client doesn't have a drug problem, Your Honor, so that's not an
That is, I'm adding a TAP evaluation. I'm
right.
just
That's
asking you
fine.
to-
We're not opposed to that.
Okay.
The only thing we per the felony prosecutor, they are not opposed, and the state will not be opposed to early termination. Should Ms. Martinez comply with everything after a year?
Okay.
That's correct, Your Honor. No objection to that.
I mean, I don't know in a year what's going to happen. So just follow it in a year.
It's really good, Your Honor. She's gonna get it done.
Look, I can't read into the future. I'm a judge and a magician.
I
and
understand.
a retailer. So if she's doing good in 6 months, follow your emotion. I won't
Okay,
object.
sounds good, Judge.
Okay. All right. So
I
is
just
this
wanna-
everyone, everyone's
just wanna-
understanding of the plea bargaining agreement? Everyone's
Yes, sir.
understanding?
Yes, Your
All
Yes,
Honor.
ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Martinez, how do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, find it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and also punishment as follows. We're gonna move forward with a $250 fee, court costs, 12 months in the Bexar County Jail, probated for 2 years, a gun safety class, a forfeiture of the weapon, a top evaluation. Was that no contact or
No, Judge,
Anthony-
it's restitution, if any.
restitution, if any, to Gavin Stern?
Correct.
I'll set supervisory fee at $40. We're gonna TIC the cause number 2023 CR 3483 out of the 187. Is there anything else from either side? Yes. ma'am.
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I was actually thinking about getting a concealed handgun license here in the state of Texas. Would that still be possible?
Yeah, so my client has a concealed carry out of Illinois and
Indiana.
I'm sorry, yeah. And my client also is a former military, so I don't know if the gun safety class is really necessary, Judge, but if the court wants her to take that class, that's fine.
I'm
That's
not,
you guys plea bargain. Look, I don't know about she wants to get she said that she wants to get a license here in the state of Texas. Is that what you're saying, ma'am?
ma'am, yes, ma'am, just because of the fact that I understand that
Screen
Texas
freeze?
I understand that that I have a concealed handgun license in the state of Indiana, which does not expire. But with me being caught here in Texas, well, not caught, but with me being pulled over with the gun inside my vehicle, I figured I would go by Texas laws and regulations on carrying a handgun here in Texas, just to show that I am willing to take the gun course, which does have a safety gun class along with it.
I really can't answer that question for you. Ma'am, do you hear?
I don't know, you're frozen, Judge.
Judge, you're cutting in and out.
It's my screen. Booker, do you hear me? Can you hear me, Booker?
I can hear you now, Judge.
I'm going.
One second, let me go fix her internet. Right back.
It's just the Wi-Fi on this end, I think. So I was telling. Okay, so counselor, can you hear me?
Yes, Judge.
Anita?
Yes, Judge.
I know. My whole screen is froze, really. So I was telling your client that I cannot answer that question if she can get a concealed handgun in the state of Texas. I really can't. I mean, she's going to be put on probation. She's getting a conviction for this today. So I don't know how that's going to fall on her being able to get a concealed handgun for the state of Texas. I really don't know. And I think that's what she was asking. Anthony, can you hear me now?
Yes, Judge, I'm able to hear you.
I think my Wi-Fi is going in and out. All right. So is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. If there's nothing else from either side, then let's see. If there's nothing else from either side, ma'am, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Ms. Martinez, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
Yes, Your Honor. But first, if you want me to take up the matter of Bansuras, and
Oh, yes,
why don't
yes.
you put my client in the breakout room with the pretrial? I mean, I'm sorry, with the probation officer, and then I can address the court on Bansuras. And I think he's on the Zoom.
Remy Martinez's office filed notice on those misdemeanor cases.
On all three of them?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Are they
Well,
gonna be, I just texted Victoria.
Yeah, she's on right now. She's waiting to talk to Anthony and Judge in
Okay,
regards to
then
that.
that's fine. Maybe, then go ahead and let me go to the breakout room, Your Honor.
But which case is that, Booker?
That's for number 5.
Okay. So Raymond, those notices are on file?
Yes.
So the cases are not going to be dismissed today? I think that's what counsel was just saying. Like, he hired another attorney, so the cases are not getting dismissed?
No, Your Honor, these cases were not going to be dismissed. This is an amendment of bond conditions due to new information that we received from our complainant.
So what is do you guys want to go into a breakout room? Is the defense attorney here? Is Raymond Martinez on the Zoom?
Victoria Cruz is here for him.
Victoria, you're on the Zoom?
She's in a breakout room, Judge.
Can you put me and Anthony in that breakout room with, or is she talking to her client?
No, she was waiting to talk with
Okay. Put me and Anthony in that breakout room with her and we'll discuss.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Court booking just called. Joshua did turn himself in yesterday.
What
but,
time?
She said midday is what she thinks,
Okay.
but for
Good job. John Pettis.
Hey, Booker, sorry about that. My computer is restarting randomly.
Oh, no worries. I was just about to send you a message.
Yeah, but there. He's on.
Yeah, I got him. Reset to 8:30.
8:30. Perfect. Thank you, Booker.
Not a problem.
Bye.
Bye. Mr. Stateson.
Morning, Booker.
Morning.
I have a case I'm covering for Monica Guerrero. Tyree Ramford, did he appear today?
He's in the hall.
I did not. He's not.
Yeah, he's here. He's in the hallway.
I will head to the second floor. Regarding my client, Victoria Ramirez Martinez, she's in custody. I don't have a plea offer. The state from 12 is going to contact the prosecutors in 13. Could I have a short reset for Victoria?
Yeah, she's set for 7:25 and 13.
If we keep it the same.
Sounds good.
Or push it past that. The 25th is good. 25th is fine.
Okay, I'll set it for the 25th.
All right. Regarding Tyree, if I speak to him in person, get his contact info, he has felonies pending. Would you give up Monica a felony pending reset?
Yes.
All right, thank you. I'm heading up to the hallway to talk to him.
It sounds good.
May I be?
Yes, you're free to log off.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. And she left her seats. Sheila, home.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you have your attorney. I have your attorney in my office right now. Your court date has been reset to August 31st. Looks like you've been accepted into PTD. We're just waiting for them to submit a dismissal on your case.
Okay, great. Thank you.
No problem. You're free to log off.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Anthony, Victoria, you guys back on?
Yes,
Okay,
Rob.
very good. Okay, so Mr. Rafael Anzuris.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Rafael, we were in the breakout room just discussing this, the first case you have, the interfering with emergency. I'm going to modify those conditions, Rafael, to add that you are not to go near Elizabeth Austin's address of 427 West, whatever her address is.
Yes,
I'm going
ma'am.
to put that in the file. Your attorney's going to get a copy. You're going to copy. Please don't go near that address. Please do not go near the grandmother's address. I'm going to add that also. Okay. And remember, when they say no contact, that means no contact of in any form. Do not try to add her as a friend on social media. Do not try to add her as a friend using a fake account. Do not do these things, because if she's telling the DA's office that you're doing these things, that is you're going to be in violation of the no contact order with her. It doesn't mean just not going around her house. It means other ways of reaching out, or even having other family members, other friends trying to reach out on your behalf. Please do not do these things. Okay. Now, the 2 new cases that you just picked up, I understand that magistrate made it full house arrest. I will change that. I will modify that to GPS tracking only. But if I hear that you are continually violating these what I'm doing and what I'm just telling you not to do, I can change this back to full house arrest. Are we clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Tracking only for now, meaning you'll have the GPS, but you will not be full house arrest. If you want to keep it that way, you want to keep your job, please do not do the things that I'm telling you right now not to do with this complainant. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. All right. So you excuse Victoria, Anthony. I'll have those changes made by the end of the day. Okay.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. We're very.
Thank you, Judge.
Everyone is excused. All right.
Thank
Booker,
Thank you.
mental health team here.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna put you in there with them.
Okay. All right.
May I be excused?
Yes. Is that Raphael? Yes, Raphael, you're free. You're excused. Okay.
Thank you.
Judge.
Booker, did you still need me out here, or can I go back into the breakout rooms?
You're good, Jonathan. Thank you.
Wow.
No.
Wow. Thanks, Steve.
Anthony.
Is the judge still doing please, Booker, or should I go in a breakout room?
I'm gonna put you in a breakout room now.
Okay, thank you.
Ronnie DeRon. Ronnie DeRon.
Yes.
All right, I have your attorney in my office. Your court date has been reset to August 31st. He'll need to get with you to come in to sign some paperwork for him, but he'll be in contact with you later.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm good to go.
You're free to log off.
Thank you.
Adam Garcia.
Yes.
Hey, I have your attorney in my office. Your court date has been reset to August 31st. We're still waiting for your cases to be filed.
Excuse me. Yeah, I was planning to reside in New York for 3 years on base because I was leaving because my
That's
wife.
something that you have to talk to your attorney about.
Okay.
Yeah, your
Can I,
attorney will have to file a motion to, for you to relocate because you do have pending cases in Bear County.
okay, thank you.
Not a problem. You need to get a hold of him today and make sure that he, you notify him of that so that way he can submit paperwork.
Okay, I'm good to log up.
Yes, make sure that you call him.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Rainy Mena, Mr. Mena.
Should be on there.
Mr. Mena.
Yes, sir.
Here you are, sir. I have your attorney in my office. Your court date has been reset to August 7th,
Okay. Okay.
and he'll be getting a hold of you and discussing what he has to tell you.
Okay. So August 27th, right? Correct.
August 7th.
7th. Okay, 7th. Good.
All right.
I appreciate it.
No problem. You're free to log off.
Okay.
Then I'm getting up. This one.
Jose Reyes,
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
hi. I have your attorney in my office. Your court date is going to be reset to August 30th,
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
and you're free to log off.
Yes, sir. Have yourself a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thanks, you do the same. Mr. Raimundo Lopez, Perez, sorry.
Yes, I'm right here.
Hi, your attorney's in my office. Your court date has been reset to August 30th. You're free to log off, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Not a problem.
Hey, Booker.
Joseph Gomez. Mr. Gomez.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Have your attorney sit in my office. Your court date has been reset to August 30th.
Okay.
She will let you know what's going on with your case later on.
Thank you.
You're free to log off, sir.
Okay.
Okay, October soft.
Booker, am I able to log off? I just got to the courthouse.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
That work fine?
No. You want 8:30 for that one also?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Mr. Tober
Tober Savas.
Savas,
Yes, sir.
your attorney is in my office. Your court date has been reset to August 30th. You're free to log out, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And last but not least is Nelson Sanchez Rios, 704-304.
Okay.
And they're reviewing the case. She's gonna send me an offer. I'm gonna be an obstruction. He'll probably take it. We just set it for the same date with everybody else.
Sounds good. Mr. Nelson Sanchez.
Here, sir.
Okay, your court date has been reset to August 30th. You're free to log off, sir.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, you do the same. Danielle.
Can I get paperwork for Miss Wendy Morin? And if I could be placed in a vacant room with her, please?
Um,
I chatted you her email also.
Did you give it to the state also? Or do they need it? Okay,
It's not an obstruction.
okay.
Do they need it?
I don't know if they'll probably ask you for it. They need it.
Okay, sounds good.
You can go back to 9 and I'll put her in there with you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Now,
Hi, Booker. Could I please reset Ramiro Lopez, number 46 on the docket?
what's going on with this case?
He has felonies that are pending, so they won't give me an offer.
Yeah. And he's not here.
Okay. Is Antonio Perez in the hallway or is he here?
Antonio Perez, let's see. He is in the hallway.
Okay. Could you reset that one and I'll come talk to him in a minute?
You have like three or four that are in the hallway.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on with this case?
I just want to see if he wants to do jail time or take the offer.
All right, August 24th.
Okay, thank you. For who else is in the hallway?
Let's see, Sergio Garcia.
Oh, yes, okay. He might. If we do the plea, do I just fill out the paperwork, a hard copy, or do I do it online?
No, you can do a hard copy.
Okay, could I please speak with, Justin Hernandez?
The only one that you'll ever sign the conditions for is the instruction.
Okay.
Yeah.
The judge will bring this.
Yeah,
Address.
whenever he sends out the plea paperwork, it'll like.
Yes.
on it, but it'll send it to them.
I've got Andrew Olivares.
Yes.
I have an email into Dan to see about reducing this. And he emailed me back this morning saying he's going to look into it. So the state knows I just need a reset to allow for Dan to take a look at it.
August 29th.
August 29th. Okay.
All righty.
And my client is present here in my office.
Yes, he's free to log on.
Okay. Thank you, Booker.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
Booker, can we have a reset? It's Carlos Olalde. Cause number 633321. So he had an immigration attorney and or can you hear me?
Okay, I'm sorry, sir. What was that? Yeah,
Could we get a reset for Carlos Rios Olalde?
he's not going to be a plea.
No, I mean, we can set it up. Can we set it for jail court? I just need, it's a plea. He had an immigration attorney and he's in the process of hiring another immigration attorney. So I haven't been able to contact them just to make sure everything is okay with his plea.
Okay, we don't send DWIs to jail court, but I can reset it for my court. I'll set it for August 7th.
Okay. Can you set it for next week then? So there's no way for him to go to jail court?
No. Yeah, Judge House doesn't want any of her DWIs to go to jail court.
The what?
We don't send any DWI cases to jail court.
Is this a new thing?
I'm sorry?
Is this a new policy of hers?
No, this has always been a policy.
I thought. Okay.
I can do the 31st.
The 31st. I think. But there's no opening next week.
Friday, 28th.
Okay.
All right, I'll put it scheduled for Friday, 28th.
Thank you. But when they first, I could have swear that I've had cases where they're in jail court and then they come to your court. No.
No. If they can't, on certain cases, they can't reach an agreement in jail court, then I'll put them back on my docket. But all DWI cases they stay in my court, no matter if they're in jail or not.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
No problem. If you want to go back and talk to your client and then tell him that he's released and that we're calling for next week.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Booker, do you have just a moment?
What you got, Frank?
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
So about Larry Guzman, this is the issue, and I know Judge Huff likes or requests or wants all to be evaluated for DWI court. So the issue is Mr. Guzman lives like 2 hours away. I know he's going to get rejected for it. He's not going to qualify. I think I've been down this road with Judge Huff before, where she basically still wanted she wanted to see on the record, the rejection, and then whatever. I was trying to see if there's a way that we can avoid kind of going down that dead end road, because I already know what it's going to be. Or is she basically like, look, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's how I do it. If that's the way it is, like, okay.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So we'll just, I guess, submit that referral then.
All right. Let's see. I reset it for August 25th.
That'll work. All right. Well, thank you, Booker. Is my client and I, are we free to go?
Yes, sir. You guys are free to log off.
Okay. Take care.
You too.
Have a good day.
You too.
Hey, Booker, real quick. I don't know what's going on with the system, but that Hughes one that you were saying is not filed on your side. I got it run up the flagpole on our side and it's filed. Like it's been filed and it's showing on our side that it is done. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm having our office manager look into it, but as far as what we're seeing on our side, that one should have been ready to go.
Okay, I'll take a look at it.
Thank you.
No problem. No, I just got your email. I just sent all the paperwork.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, that's kind of part of the course of there. Okay, well, that's all we can do for now, so, yeah, okay, thanks, Cindy, thank you for trying, all right.
No,
Could I please speak with Justin Hernandez again? And for the people that are there and they want to plead, do I do my pleas online first and then go down and do them in person?
no, you need to do the paperwork. But you can do the paperwork with them and then bring them into the courtroom and I can turn on the TV and you can do your pleas there.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Booker, are you available for a quick reset?
Yeah, what you got?
For Isam Martinez, that's Sarah's case. She wasn't prepared because she didn't see that he was on the docket. She's requesting either the 31st or the 1st for his reset. And then is there any way we can mark down that that's Sarah's case?
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, I know we can't put it in the system. So I'll just we'll get it scheduled on our end and fixed up on our end. Make sure it doesn't slip through.
Yeah, it's only, are they working on getting her bar number into the system or?
I just don't know if her position in the office is still in a spot where she would have her name listed on the defense counsel, or if it's still just kind of like disseminated through the office, but with someone else's name on it. That's a question above my pay grade, to be honest.
All right, I'll send off an email.
Sounds good. 31st or the 1st? Do either of those days work? 31st, Monday?
Yes.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Booker, I'm gonna come downstairs now. Is that okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Danielle.
We're ready for the plea.
Okay, Sounds good. Thank you, ma'am.
Booker? Can we
Yes,
go in
ma'am.
the courtroom too? Or should we wait?
Wait for now, judges. I want to wrapping up with mental health docket, and then I'm going to see what she wants to do after that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Mr. Wolf.
Yes, sir. Conferred with Anthony. You may be aware of this case. We have been trying to get a video from Kirby PD. That hasn't happened. He put a request in May. He says he will have his own investigator try to go out and track down that video. In the meantime, I needed to talk to you about starting the referral process to DWI court. It's my understanding that we have to do that, whether it's accepted or rejected, to get the ball rolling. But that's the status of what's going on with Miss Mitchell's case.
All right. I will send over, let's see. What is your email?
Jason@calpuslaw.com. I'll text it to you.
Got it. Let's see. All right, I just sent you over the attorney authorization form. Let's see.
Okay.
And you just fill it out, you can send it back to me, and then we can get that taken care of for you.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'm gonna reset the case to August 30th.
Great. Thank you very much. Would it be possible to get in a breakout room with Christina and we could be excused from there?
Great, that'll be fine.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Scott.
Good morning, Booker.
Morning.
How you doing?
Good.
Is everybody done already?
Did you need to talk to a prosecutor?
Well, no, because I'm trying to get her into a specialty court. So I was gonna try to get one more reset to talk, because I can't get her into yours, I know, but I'm working on getting her into the DWI.
Okay.
So one way or the other, I'll be ready to go on the next one.
Have you already sent over the information to the DWI court?
No, what I talked to Yvonne yesterday because she's on her first DWI, and Yvonne said I needed to talk to the judge to see if she'll consider letting her in. I was going to do that yesterday, but judge had to leave early. So I'm going to see if I can see judge today or next week.
Okay, she'll be back on shortly. In the meantime, I'm gonna recall it. She's doing a wedding in the courtroom. I'm gonna recall the case for August 30th, but just stay on. I'm gonna let Judge know, pull the file for her, and then she can get that permission going for you.
Very good. Thank you.
No problem.
August 30, you said?
Yes, 8:30.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Scott, yeah, Booker was just telling me about your client.
Yes, good morning, Judge.
Yeah, that's fine with me. We'll send her over, we'll do the referral sheet. Booker will send it to you. You can Adobe sign it, and we'll just send it over to them, okay?
I don't know that they're going to accept her, Judge. That's
Yeah.
what I was telling Booker is I had, Yvonne wanted me to talk to the judge first because she's only on her first DWI.
Yeah, I understand. Booker was telling me too, and I said, well, what's the worst they can say? No, right? But then in the end, have a talk with Judge Stowe, explain the circumstances, and maybe, you never know, right?
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, all you can do is try. Okay, good. So we'll do that. We'll do that referral today. Let's see.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. All right.
So-
Booker send that online. He'll send that the referral through Adobe sign. Okay.
Okay, very good.
Right, Booker. Yes. Okay.
Yes,
Very
Judge.
good. All right.
We're excused in for the day?
Yeah, you got your reset date? Is it a reset
I
date?
do.
Booker? Okay.
Yes.
Very good. You're your client are both excused. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So we're ready with the pleas. I see we have a number lined up. We're ready, guys.
Yes, Judge. Which one are we doing first?
That is Sean Cormie. Is the attorney present? Who's the Nell? Is that your case?
Yes, sir.
Nell, are you on?
Oh, let me get Nell. She's in the hallway in front of the court.
How many of these cases are Nell? Cormie, Sean Patrick.
Yes, Your Honor.
I think she has 3.
One. So then we have Kevin Romero and Vasquez Martinez. Got quite a few lined up. Okay.
Mario, what's your client?
Mine is Antonio Martinez.
Antonio Martinez?
Yes, sir.
Let me get Nell situated. Judge, we can move on with Mario's and Danielle's.
So Mario, what was your client's name?
Antonio Martinez Vasquez.
Antonio Martinez. Is that just one case?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right, let's do that one then. All right. Everybody ready?
Defense is ready.
Yes, Judge.
At this time, the court will call the case of Antonio Martinez Vasquez, cause number 650140. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Anthony Antequera for the state.
Mario Moreno for the defendant.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Martinez. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. Sorry.
No problem. Are you just saying Antonio Martinez Vasquez has been charged with the DWI? Is that you, sir?
Yes, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Have you had a chance to talk over this case with your attorney?
Yes, I have.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I think I've got, and Mr. Martinez, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Martinez, have you had an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver? Quiet, you guys. Your client understands his waiver of constitutional right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Martinez, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. And first, the state moves to waive the enhancements and proceed on a Class B DWI first.
Any objections?
No objections.
Entered.
The terms of the agreement are a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred adjudication, a victim impact panel, DWI education, a TAP eval and compliance with all recommendations, ignition interlock for half term, 48 hours of community service, and $60 restitution to DPS.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor, and just notice to the court that Mr. Martinez Vasquez has completed DWI education and victim impact panel.
All right, thank you. I'll notate the file. Thank you for letting me know. All right. Mr. Martinez, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, find it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward to DWIB, a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, DWI education class, which I understand has already been done, the VIP class also done, a TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, $60 to DPS, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge. I have the last address for Mr. Martinez Vasquez in Atascosa. So I believe he may be an out-of-county resident if you want to confirm with him.
Mr. Antonio, do you live in Atascosa County?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I think it's still considered Bear County.
Oh, it is? Is Charles on? Charles, you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Is a certain part of Atascosa County is Bear County?
Part of Atascosa, Texas is in Bear County.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a dividing line.
Okay.
In the middle of the kind of city.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll tell him that he lives in Atascosa City, but in Bear County.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It should come up as Bear County when the zip code runs.
Okay, lives in, okay, all right, very good. All right, I think you're gonna be okay, Mr. Martinez. All right, anything else from either side?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, there's nothing else from either side. Sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Martinez, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's gonna go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that breakout room also?
Yes, please, Judge.
Okay, very well. Good luck to you, Mr. Martinez. Everyone look for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, Nell's working on the other plea out there. You want her to just get them all ready so that way she can do all of them together?
You want to do all of yours together now? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Because you have,
she's still finishing that
okay,
one.
finish up that one. Okay, finish up that one, then I'll just move on to I have quite a few of them. So we can have, so who is the attorney for Devontae Carr? The attorney for Devontae.
Amber?
Is Amber on?
Yes, Judge.
Amber, you ready? Amber. Okay.
So sorry, Judge.
May I just get a cause number on that so I can pull it up real quick? Oh, I think I found it.
699-750. We're ready to go forward?
Just a second, Judge. I just need to pull it up.
Just look, and there's two cases with that one.
Let's see, a DWI, do you see handgun?
That's correct, Judge.
Ready, Judge.
Okay. All right, so let's, okay. So at this time, the court will call the case of Devontae Deshaun Carr, cause number 699-750 and 699-751. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Anthony Altogether for the state.
Amber Macias for Devontae Carr.
Good morning, Mr. Carr. How are you doing?
Good morning, Judge. I'm doing well, and yourself?
Thank you. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Devontae Deshaun Carr who's been charged with a DWI and a UCW handgun? Is that you, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Devontae, there is a court reporter on taking down everything we say, so you have to speak louder, a little bit louder, okay? Irene, can you hear him?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
No, I
very-
can.
Okay, good, very good. Mr. Carr, are you a US citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had the opportunity to talk about these cases with your lawyer?
Yes.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
I am, Your Honor.
Mr. Carr, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, I did.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Carr, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor, and the state moves to waive the enhancement, proceed on a Class B DWI first.
Any objections? Counselor?
No, Your Honor, no objections.
Entered?
The terms of the agreement are going to be a $500 fine, court costs, 14 months deferred, 48 hours community service, victim impact panel, a DWI education, TAP eval and compliance with all recommendations, ignition interlock for half term, forfeiture of the weapon from the UCW, and an anger management course, an APSE. The state also will take into consideration cause number 699750. That's the unlawful carry of a weapon. And the state is also going to take into consideration grand jury case 790043 retaliation.
Is that case out of what court?
That case is out of the 175th judge.
170. So that was grand jury number 790043.
Correct.
Okay, very good. All right, is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargaining agreement?
It is, Your Honor, and just if I can state for the record that Mr. Carr has already completed the VIP, the DWI education, and the anger management. We presented those certificates to the state.
Okay, very well. Thank you for letting me know. I'll notate the file. So that
Yes,
was
ma'am.
anger management in an APSE class?
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
Has he done the APSE?
Your Honor, I don't believe the APSC, but he did the DWI education, the victim impact, and the anger management.
Okay, very well. That's not a problem. It's not a problem.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Mr. Carr, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court. I can revoke the probation and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this? You're muted.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
Is that what's in the paperwork, Counselor? Is it no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
I think you pled no contest in the paperwork, Mr. Carr.
Devontae,
I'm
say
sorry,
no
no
contest.
contest.
Okay, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest.
No contest.
Fairly and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with the DWIB, $500 fine, court costs, 14 months of deferred adjudication, DWI education class, which I understand has already been done, a VIP class also done, a TAP evaluation and follow all recommendations, ignition lock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, forfeiture of the weapon, an anger management case class, which I understand has also been done, an APSE class, we're to TIC, cause number 699750, and we're going to TIC grand jury number 790043 out of the 175th. I'll set the supervisor fee at $40 a month.
Judge, just one correction, Judge. The APSE course is going to be the anger management.
Oh, that was the anger management class.
Yes,
Okay.
Judge.
I thought that because sometimes it's the theft class. All right. I was wondering why you were asking them to take a theft class. Okay.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
All right. So remove the APSE class. It's just the anger management class, which has also already been done. All right. Anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
If there's nothing else from either side, sir, I followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Carr, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the probation officer for County Court. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that breakout room also?
Yes, ma'am.
Very well. Good luck to you, Mr. Carr. Look for the little join button. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on, taking care of this
Thank
matter.
you, Judge.
Thank you. That's your Okay, so we have Justin Hernandez, who's the attorney. Is that Nell's case too? That's Nell's case also. How about Wendy Rodriguez Marin?
I'm
Who's on
the
that?
attorney for that one, Judge.
Okay, Danielle, turn your camera on, Danielle. There you go. All right, so we can move forward with that one. At
Yes,
this time, the court will call the case of Wendy Rodriguez Marin, cause number 704949. With each side, state their name and who they represent for the record, please.
Anthony Antequera for the state.
Danielle Cranbrook for the defense.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Rodriguez. How are you doing?
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Are you the same Wendy Rodriguez Marin who's been charged with the DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, ma'am?
No.
You're not?
No.
Okay, let's raise your right hand. I'm going to swear you in. Ma'am, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the first question being, I'm going to ask you a series of questions about this because I want you to understand the importance of what you're about to do in the American judiciary. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions, okay?
Okay.
The first question being, have you gotten an opportunity to speak with an immigration attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, could you tell me the name of that immigration attorney?
It was going to be Sarah.
Oh, Sarah Mays. Okay, Sarah Mays. Okay. Now, and in speaking to Sarah Mays, could you articulate to me what you think the consequences would be for you moving forward with this plea in the American judicial system today?
It's going to affect my process for citizenship negatively, but it will not entirely.
Okay, very good. Now, in knowing that, do you still wish to move forward today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. All right, Counselor, did you want to speak on the record to this matter?
Yes, thank you, Judge. My client has received a Padilla letter from Sarah May from the Public Defender's Office, as have I, and both Sarah May and I have reviewed the contents of that letter with her to guarantee that she understands the full consequences of her choice to enter deferred today.
Very good, very good. Well, it's the order of the court that we're going to move forward in this plea today then. All right, so Ms. Rodriguez, have you gotten an opportunity to speak with your attorney about this case, this DWI case?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counsel, do you consider your client competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
I do, Your Honor.
Ms. Rodriguez, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands her waiver of constitutional rights?
I am, Your Honor.
Ms. Rodriguez, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor, and the state moves to waive the enhancement, proceed on a Class B DWI first.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Entered.
The terms of the agreement are going to be a $500 fine, court costs 12 months deferred, 48 hours community service, victim impact panel, DWI education, TAP eval and compliance with all recommendations, and ignition interlock for half term.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Very well. Ms. Rodriguez, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest? Very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, punishment voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a DWIB, $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI education class, a VIP class, a top evaluation and follow all recommendations, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor.
If there's nothing else from either side, ma'am, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Ms. Rodriguez, I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Mr. Charles Kimbrough, he's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to enter that breakout room also?
I'm good, but thank you, Judge. If I could be excused.
Yes, no problem at all. Good luck to you, Ms. Rodriguez. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on and taking care of this matter. Everyone is excused. Just look for the little join button, okay? Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Judge. Yeah, have a good weekend.
You too. All right, so Nell, we have your pleas lined up, Nell. How many? Okay, so then let's start. I think most of them are the jail cases, right? No. Okay, so Justin Hernandez, is that yours? Yes. Okay, let's start with, okay, let's start with Justin Hernandez then.
What's the cause number on this one?
It is 700807.
Ready, Judge.
Okay. Now, I think this is going to work out better if you get on the Zoom too, because you just have too many cases. Irene can't hear you well. So go into that little room in the back there. Okay.
Judge, you can send her to my office.
Booker said you can come to his office. Yeah, okay, fair enough. She's jumping onto the Zoom, guys.
See here. Yeah. Over there.
Okay, just sit here.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just gonna take my spot.
Oh,
Judge Snell's in my office. She's gonna do it from my computer.
Okay.
Dario Garcia's out in the hallway.
I'm coming.
Okay.
So at this time, the court will call the case of Justin Hernandez. Why am I getting that feedback? Okay. Cause number 700807. Each side state their name and who they represent for the record.
Anthony Antequera for the state.
Nell Smith for Justin Hernandez.
Good morning, Mr. Hernandez. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right.
Are you the same Justin Hernandez who's been charged with a DWI?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And counsel, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in a plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hernandez, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Irene, can you hear him?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you understand that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Hernandez, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor, and the state moves to waive count one of the information, proceed only on count two, obstruction.
Any objections?
No objections.
Answered.
The terms of the agreement are going to be a $300 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred, 40 hours community service, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP eval, and compliance with all recommendations, and ignition interlock for half term.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, but he drives a work vehicle, so could we have the portable alcohol monitor or breath device instead?
Does he drive his own vehicle too?
My wife drops me off and picks me up from work. It just when I don't want to lose my job for not being able to.
There's a solution. I'm getting ready to tell you guys in a minute. But if he has a vehicle that he drives, also that ignition interlock will go on that vehicle, but he'll have a PAM device for his when he's working. And so if he's driving a company car, he'll take a PAM device with him. In effect, he has two devices, and that's the solution. Because we get a lot of people that truck drivers that cannot put an ignition interlock on their vehicle, but he's driving, he's on probation for a DWI. So how we get around that is that he has a portable device for that, but he has to have an ignition interlock on his personal vehicle.
But that'll cost him twice.
Yes, that is the idea. He made the decision to drink and drive. There will be consequences to that decision. Like I do this. He's not the first one. He won't be the last one. Don't make the decision to drink and drive when your job is a truck driver, because there will be consequences to that, right?
Understood. I understand.
We can't put the ignition interlock on his work vehicle now, but he'll be driving, right?
If he signs an affidavit of non-driving, he can just have the portable breath device, right?
No, because he's married and they have a vehicle. He will be driving that vehicle. There will be ignition interlock on that vehicle in his house. He has to do 2 devices. He's not the first one. I do this quite a bit, believe it or not. We are in San Antonio.
Okay. Only has to be the truck or car that I'm driving, correct?
Excuse me?
It only has to be the truck or car that I'm driving. I don't have to have one for every vehicle I own.
So you have an ignition interlock for your vehicle that you own. There's an ignition interlock going on that. Now, when you're at work and you're driving your company vehicle, you have to have a portable, a PAM device. So you have to have 2 monitoring devices.
Okay.
Justin, are you okay with that?
He doesn't have a choice about it. It's like, I'm not changing my mind. Like, he's going to have to be okay with it unless you guys are going to a jury trial.
No, that's
okay,
fine.
then we'll continue.
Okay.
Okay.
Pam, Charles will explain it all to him. Pam, for work and the ignition interlock for his personal vehicle. All right. So is there anything else from your side?
Nothing from
He
the
does
state,
have
Your
the
Honor.
COVID vaccine.
Okay, so he can get the credit. He can get the 29 hours of credit towards the 40 hours of community service. He just makes a copy of his VAT card and gets it over to probation. They know it's a standard policy in County Court 12. So believe me, they all know. Okay. Okay, very well. All right, Mr. Hernandez, I see you've taken did I go over that already, Irene, about the deferred?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that is a special type of probation, where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I can revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this, Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward? You still wish to move forward? Okay, we can barely hear him. Okay, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
The court accepts your plea of guilty, found that it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with count 2, obstruction of a highway, a $300 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, DWI education class, a VIP class, a top evaluation and follow-up recommendation, ignition interlock for half the term. For his personal vehicle, he's going to get a PAM device for when he's at work and he's driving the company vehicle, 40 hours of community service. He can submit his VAT card and get up to 29 hours of credit off of that 40 hours assessed. I'll set supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Hernandez, you got a 12 months of defer and the ignition interlock for half term. That means 6 months. You can be done with both of these devices. But the issues come in when people start violating the ignition interlock, still drinking, still driving, and then I can stretch that all the way to a year. What I'm saying to you, if you do very well, this ignition interlock can be off very soon by Christmas. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I made a mistake. Look at my record. I'm not a criminal. I made a bad judgment call, and now it's costing me, and I'm willing to do what I have to do. I understand what you're saying.
Okay, very well, very good attitude. All right. So if there's nothing else from either side, sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, you're not going to go in the room because you have so many pleas, right, to do. All right.
Yes.
Good luck to you, Mr. Hernandez. Just wait for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Good luck
Do I-
to you. Sir. Yeah. Go ahead. Who was that?
Okay. What's the cause number on the next one?
708825.
Oh, Cormy.
Yeah, Cormy. Yes. All right. So at this time, the court will call the case of Sean Patrick Cormy, cause number 708825. With each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please.
Anthony Antiquera for the state.
Nell Smith for Sean Cormy.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Cormy. How are you doing?
Good, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. Not saying Sean Patrick Cormy's been charged with a criminal trespass. That you, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen, Mr. Cormy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Cormy, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Cormy, are you entered into your plea voluntarily today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Judge, and the terms of the agreement are going to be a $0 fine, court costs, 30 days Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, judgment satisfied.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Mr. Cormy, how do you plead to this charge?
No content.
No contest. Very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a $0 fine, court costs, 30 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the judgment is satisfied. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. If there's nothing else from either side, sir, I have followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Cormy, if you do not have anything else they're holding you in jail, you should be let out later today.
But I just don't know how anything.
Yes.
Okay. Good luck to you, Mr. Cormy. Thank you, counselor. You are free to go tell the jail that you're done, Mr. Cormy, okay? With Kevin Romero.
He said,
Do you need the cause number for that?
I believe I have that one, Judge. I'm just pulling it up right now.
Okay. Okay. You ready?
Ready, Judge.
Okay. At this time, the court will call the case of Kevin Romero, cause number 708-201 and 708-203. With each side, state their name and who they represent for the record, please.
Anthony Antiquera for the state.
Nell Smith for Kevin Romero.
Good morning, Mr. Romero. How are you doing? Yeah. Are you the same Kevin Romero who's been charged with a use of a handgun and reckless driving? Are you a U.S. citizen, sir? Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your attorney? And counselor, are you satisfied your client is good enough to move forward in the plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Romero, you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments. Did you go over that document with your lawyer? Did you understand it? Did you sign that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied the client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes.
Right. Mr. Romero, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Judge, and it's going to be, the terms of the agreement are a $250 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred, 40 hours community service, a driver safety course, a gun safety course, forfeiture of the weapon from the UCW. And the state also agrees to take into consideration cause number 708201, unlawful carry of a weapon.
Okay. All right. I'm going to add a TAP evaluation.
Yes, Judge, and a TAP evaluation.
Okay. All right. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Romero, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case can ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I can revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this? You can unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, Gary. You still wish to move forward? Yes. How do you plead to this charge? No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and also punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a $250 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, driver's safety class, a gun safety class, 40 hours of community service, a TAP evaluation, follow our recommendations, forfeiture of the weapon. We're going to TIC cause number 708201, and I'll set supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
If there's nothing else from either side, sir, I have followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Romero, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the probation officer for Court 12. He's going to go over a few things on probation with you. Counselor, is the next case yours also?
Yes.
Okay.
Good luck, Kevin.
Yeah, good luck to you, Mr. Romero, okay? Just look for the little joint, your excuse. To the next case is, Sergio Garcia.
Sergio?
I will need a cause number on this one, Judge.
704040.
Did he stand here?
He's fine. As long as they can see him on the camera, he's good.
Okay, thank you.
So at this time, the court will call the case of Sergio Garcia. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Anthony Docket for the state.
Nell Smith for Sergio Garcia.
Good morning, Mr. Garcia. How are you doing? I need to see him in the camera. Can he sit down? Could he?
One
Is there a
moment.
seat?
Yeah, we're getting one.
Okay.
Is that okay? 1 second, sorry.
Okay. Very well, very good. How are you doing, Mr. Garcia?
Doing fine, thank you.
Are you the same Sergio Garcia who's been charged with an indecent exposure? The court reporter has to hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, did you get an opportunity to go over a document titled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, state, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. The terms of the agreement are going to be a $300 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred, cognitive thinking course, 40 hours community service, a TAP eval and compliance with all recommendations, and no contact with the complaining witness, who is Vivian Reyes. Vivian is Vivian. Reyes is Reyes. And we also request a no contact with her home address, which is 4514 Desert Winds, Elmendorf, Texas.
That was 4514?
Yes, Judge.
Desert Wind?
Desert Winds.
Spell that.
DESERT space WINDS.
Okay.
Elmendorf, Texas, 78112.
Elmendorf, okay. Okay, all right. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I can revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, findings have been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a $300 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, cognitive thinking class, a TAP evaluation and follow all recommendations, 40 hours of community service, no contact with Vivian Reyes, located at 4514 Desert Winds, Almendorf, Texas, 78117. I'll set supervisory fee at $40.
Judge, I don't mean to interrupt. That zip code is 78112.
Oh, 78112. I understand my own handwriting. 78112. All right, very well. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
There's nothing else from either side. Sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Garcia, I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to put you, well, Booker's going to put you in the breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. And Counselor, you're there, so you'll be with that. You guys going to go, Booker will put you, all right. Good luck to you, Mr. Garcia, okay? Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on and taking care of this matter.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, very good. All right. I think that's the last plea. Okay. And so I have about 12 more people on the Zoom. Okay, I'll be right here, Booker.
It's over. It's gonna be over soon. Don't worry. Sorry.
Booker's coming right now. He's going to put you guys in the breakout room. Or Charles, can you pull him into the breakout room? Well, that's Booker's spot, so I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to find them now, Judge.
Okay.
Are they in the back office? No, are you guys in the back office? Okay, I'll come back there and talk to you.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Ramirez?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, your court date has been reset. Let me see, what is going on with your case? Let's see. You have been reset to 7:25 along with your County Court 13 case. We're gonna try to get all your cases cleared up at the same time on the same day.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Booker.
No problem. Your
Have a-
attorney's gonna schedule an appointment with you to talk to you in regards to what's going on with your cases.
That's before the 25th?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day, Mr. Booker.
Thank you. Do the same.
Thank you. Can I log off?
Yes, ma'am, you can.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Blair. Richard Blair.
Yes, my name is actually Blair Richard Wright.
Okay. What are you gonna do as far as an attorney?
I would like one appointed to me, please.
All right, your attorney's name is gonna be Danielle Kramberg.
How do you spell that?
Last name is CRAMBERG.
Okay.
And then her contact information is going to be area code 210-360-0725.
Okay.
Your new court date, if I'm not mistaken, I talked to your mom last week. You're living in, where do you live?
I live in Fritch, Texas. That's in Hutchinson County. It's up by Amarillo.
All right, I'm gonna reschedule you for a Zoom date, which will be August 11th.
August 11th at 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir. It'll just be like it is today.
Okay. I will get with Ms. Kramberg and get the ball rolling.
All right, sounds good. If just have her tell her everything, and maybe she can get something worked out before your next court date. But just talk to her, and then she'll let you know what's going to happen from there.
Okay.
All right, you're free to log off, sir.
Thank you.
No, I'm gonna log you off here.
Booker, just a heads up, I have not heard anything from Stenberg as far as Valenzuela. I emailed him early this morning, 7:30, still no response. So
Yeah, and I called him and did the same thing. She is scheduled for Joe court Tuesday, so
okay.
Ms. Venezuela, like Mr. Antiqueta just said, we haven't heard from your attorney. I gave him several calls. I'm gonna have him to reach out to you and do a Joe visit with you. Nonetheless, we'll try to bring you back over to get your cases resolved. You're free to go back now.
When's my next court date?
Tuesday.
And then Booker, who are we waiting on?
You know what? I'm just kind of trying to get Mr. Adopte's reset date and release.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Adopt, your attorney did speak to me. You have a pending felony. He's working with the state to try to wrap up all your cases at the same time. So for now, you're I'm gonna give you a 30-day reset. They'll probably be your cases will probably be taken care of sooner than that. So for right now, I'm gonna reset your cases to August 21st, which will be, nonetheless, whatever court date I give you, we'll bring you over on Zoom. So as of right now, you can notify the detention officers that you're done with corporate today and you're free to go, sir. Well, free to go back.
All right, thank you. You have a good day.
Thanks, you do the same.